Hey everyone, my name's MDC9. Welcome back to another video where today we are going to be doing a review of the Count Dooku Hasbro Force FX Lightsaber. Now, this is a $230 saber, which is supposed to be a model of Count Dooku's from the Star Wars prequel franchise. Now, the saber, all in all, the hilt looks amazing, and it doesn't have a removable blade, which is a big problem with it. I feel like you should be able to remove the blade and have a separate version of the stand to set it up. But I'm going to go ahead and go over the parts of this saber. So if you want to get to the battery compartment, you grab it and then you twist and it'll unscrew. And once it is unscrewed, you can take out the battery pack. And the battery pack is fairly similar to the Savi's Workshop lightsaber battery pack in the regard that you have to unscrew this, take it off, and put the batteries in. You will need 3 AAA batteries, and the batteries are not included with the saber, which for 230 bucks, or 240 I guess, I'm surprised they don't include some sort of battery with it. But I'm going to go ahead and put the battery compartment back in the saber if I can. That would be great if I could actually find where to put it in. But you just slide it in, put the pommel back on, and then screw it back up. And I wish I could stop hitting my door when I'm doing this, but apparently not. All in all, the blade is about 31 inches long, which is the same length that you get with the Savi's Workshop lightsaber when you buy that. And the belt clip is compatible with the Galaxy's Edge belt clips. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on here. And first thing I'm noticing is the switch. The switch is, let me turn this off. The switch is actually right here. Alright, this is the switch. You just flip it up and the saber turns on. All in all, the saber sound quality is not what I thought it would be. If you take a look at the Savi's Workshop saber, alright, I have the blue crystal in right now because the blue crystal's ignition and deignition sound is the exact same as the Count Dooku. So we're going to go ahead and turn them both on. So you can already hear that it is definitely not up to par. And I'm going to go ahead and show a couple of the different sounds. They have Smart Swing, and they do not have the Flash on Clash. But they do have Smart Swing, which goes for them. And the Smart Swing isn't... Okay, this is going very well. The Smart Swing is not like the Savi's Workshop where it's just completely looped. It's a random kind of sound compared to the movement. And no, I do wish they did have Flash on Clash. I'm going to see if I can get the Clash sound. It's definitely a little bit more difficult to get the sound, but you can see it does not have the Flash on Clash. I'm going to go ahead and change the Savi's Workshop to the red crystal. I'll show you the red crystal, and then I'm going to show you guys a couple of other things. So I've just replaced my Savi's Workshop crystal to the red one, and we're going to compare the lights in these two things. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but we can definitely test it out. So on the left here, I have my Count Dooku. On the right, I have my Savi's Workshop. So you can already see here that the Savi's Workshop blade is definitely a lot brighter. So overall, the lights and the sound quality is not as good as the Savi's Workshop. Plus, it does not have Flash on Clash, but it does have the Smart Swing, which I think is really cool to have. I'm going to go ahead and turn both of these off. Reminder that this is the Count Dooku and this is the Savi's Workshop. I do kind of wish that the switch was a little bit more inventive. From what I can tell, this piece, this red piece right here, should be the switch for the actual saber. So I don't know, but this switch is also very easy to trigger, like not even putting a lot of force in. However, with the Savvy's Workshop, let me grab this again. It kind of takes a second, and it takes a good click to get it into position. And again, the blade is not removable, which is a problem. It is a beautiful hilt. It really is. And for the price, I think getting the replica hilt is actually very worth it. It's a very beautiful hilt, very elegant. The saber does have a bit of weight to it, so be careful, especially with the fighting style. It's going to be a lot weirder with the curved hilt, and it's also going to get a lot of fingerprints a lot more, so I suggest getting some sort of like a phone screen cleaner or something just to, you know, get those fingerprints off. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at a couple of the other pieces that go with the saber, such as the box. And before I knock over stuff on my desk, I'm going to grab the box, alright? And the box essentially shows the entire saber at length. And it, again, it's Black Series pretty much, so it looks a lot like the Black Series kind of boxes. You can see it's got Count Dooku right here. On the side, we've got a model of the actual saber, and on the other, we have another version of the model of the saber. On the back, it shows the saber with the stand, so I'm going to show you that in a minute. And then the box, once you open it up, is something. Ooh, if this would actually open up. Why is there still tape here? I don't know, but we are going to get rid of that and destroy half the box apparently. So let me do this real quick, guys. But the inside of the box, nothing special. The saber does come in multiple pieces. So you saw earlier how you can take the pommel off. The pommel, the main hilt, and the battery pack each come in a separate little piece that you have to take out and put together. It's really not that difficult to assemble, and once you do, it's definitely worth it. I think taking off the battery is a little bit more difficult than the Savvy's Workshop. I'm gonna go get a couple tools and I will show you how to do that right now. Alright, so I have grabbed the battery containment out of here and I have a little screwdriver here. So if you look right up here, you can see that there's a screw right about here, and you're going to put the thing in and you're going to unscrew it. And unscrewing it is, again, not really a big problem. Although when I first did it the other day, when I got the saber, I unscrewed it big time. Like I kept unscrewing and unscrewing, and I didn't know that it just kind of slides right off. And it does pretty much slide right off. The first time I did have a little bit of trouble, but I would not be worried about it. It just takes a little bit of force, and I'm thinking it looks like it's getting caught on the sticker. Like if you look at the very bottom of this sticker, can I get the focus? Hello? There we go. You can see right here, it's kind of starting to wear, so I'm going to actually, I would take that off. And on the pommel of the saber, I've since removed this. There is a, you know, one of those don't throw away, you know, battery things right along here, and it's not difficult to take off, and then just a little bit of cleaning up on the saber, and then you're perfectly fine. But as you can see, 3 AA batteries, 2 of which are going to go with the plus side pointing up, 1 with the plus side pointing down. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about the battery pack. And again, installation is just simple. You kind of slide it back on. Don't force it. You don't want to break it, you know, because breaking stuff is not fun. So we are going to go ahead and just screw this back up. If I can actually get this to work properly. Good job, Chris. All right. So we're going to just go ahead and slide this back on. There we go. And then we're going to put it back in the saber. So if you look in the saber itself, I'm going to get my phone to put a flashlight real quick. Thank you, phone. I'm going to put it on the lowest setting so I don't completely kill my camera. But you can see here that there is a little bit of a triangle right on the bottom, and that lines up with the piece, with the battery compartment. So you take the battery compartment, put it in, right? Sometimes you might have to rotate it. I'm not sure if I'm doing this correctly. I think I am. So once it's like that, you just yoink the pommel, right? And then you put it back on. And I recommend not screwing it like this. I recommend screwing the pommel, not screwing the saber, because if you screw the saber is going to go all the way around like this, and you're going to lose the balance, and you're probably going to drop it, which is not a good thing to do. I would not want to drop this. Again, aligning it isn't very difficult. You can see here that it is misaligned. This should be aligned in, right? So there it goes. So all the way in, it's going to be a little bit off, but again, that last little bit doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and show off the stand, and we are going to grab that here. So the stand says Star Wars on it, right? You know, all fine and dandy. And then we have the pieces. I do not know why my pieces are misaligned, but so we have a long kind of Y-shaped piece and then a short, slightly curved Y piece right here. So again, comes separately. You take it off and put it on. But I do not... Why is this going in wrong? Why are you going in sideways? Oh, that's why. It is definitely shaped differently. You can see it kind of has a side curve here. Again, these do stain fingerprint wise, so I would recommend not, and it goes just like that. Alright, so this is pointing outwards and then this is pointing inwards. Stand is nothing special. It looks sleek, it looks good, and then you just kind of take the saber and you put it on. You put it on like this, alright? You want the saber to look like this. So you take this, you put it under the switch, the other part goes on the blade, and then your saber is on the stand. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off before I drop it and break it, because again, you do not want to break this. $240 would not recommend to break. So let me just put that down there, and let me put this down here again. So all in all, that is the Count Dooku Force FX lightsaber. It's a beautiful hilt. I feel like the light and sound could definitely use a little bit of tweaking. Maybe have flash on clash like the Savi's Workshop. Make the lights and the sound like look and sound better, because the audio definitely sounds a bit muffled, and that may be because of the hilt itself. But again, Hasbro should be able to find a way to fix that. Again, with the lights, the Savi's Workshop definitely looks a lot better than the Count Dooku. Because here's this is not Count Dooku, this is the Savi's Workshop, and then this is the Count Dooku. You can vibrantly see the difference. And this may just be my batteries, but I don't think so. These were brand new batteries, so either this thing seriously drains them when you first put them in, or this, the light isn't very good. And I would place my bets that the light is not the best. So we are going to go ahead and turn the saber off. I also wish that the switch was either actually this piece, or if it were easier, or a little bit more difficult to flick, so that you're not always accidentally turning it on. Because I have found when I'm swinging it around with the hilt off or something, it'll turn on again. That is definitely a problem I've seen with it. I'm gonna go ahead and go to my main cam, my full cam here. That's not full cam. This is the full cam. Let me move my saber because you can see that's there with other stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the saber just a little bit over here, but that's pretty much all I have. You can see it swings fairly well. Sometimes the audio will overlay, and you'll hear two swing sounds or one swing sound kind of half cut out. Again, that's what you get with some smart swings, but all in all, it functions well. You can kind of do a little bit of Makashi style stuff. You can do Count Dooku signature startup, which is that from episode 2. Or you can just do the simple from episode 3. All in all, it is a beautiful hilt. I really do love this hilt, and I really do recommend it. It just looks really, really good, and I definitely would recommend this saber if you're looking at it. Hopefully soon I can get maybe the Galaxy's Edge Maul saber or the Hasbro Kit Fisto saber, and I can do a review on those. But until now, may the Force be with you guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.